I was fighting people for a little bit. One particular person who I was super nice about, because all my other friends, and the post is still on my Facebook page actually. I said, we need to respect this shutdown.
Follow Mike Lake.
Yeah, follow me. And we need to respect the shutdown just for a little longer. And everyone was upset that things were shut down till July at the time. And I was like, look, this is pretty serious. And somebody, who I won't mention, but you can find on my page, said, well, what about all these other people? She tried bringing in so many other people into this. And what about the suicide rates now that everything's shut down? And what about I was like, I tried my best, and I said, what are you trying to say here? And there were so many comments that my physician assistant friends and doctor friends and nurse friends wrote to her that were actually really, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I had to delete them. Because I'm like, she doesn't know. Like, I had to be...
She's asking a question in innocence, or lack of knowledge.
It was like a thesis paper. It was about like 10 pages long on the comments. And I was just like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to see, like, where is your thesis? Usually...
I can go down a similar train of thought to where I would like to see an epidemiologist debate an economist over what is doing more damage. In terms of, like, secondary or tertiary effects, like... What about like all these we're using the word undocumented, is that the safe word now? That word.
Mm-hmm.
All these people that aren't getting any money that now can't send money back to their third world countries, that there are more people suffering from that than were from the COVID. I think it's a fair question. I don't know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like some of these effects, like yes, people are dying, this is very horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like at some point we're going to get to a point economically where people are going to die either way, and we're going to have to make this like that Italy decision where who gets the mask type of thing.
That was scary because we actually did talk about that at work one day in the huddle. We always have a morning huddle with all the doctors and the nurses and the
in service we call it the lineup.
Yeah. Also the name of your show.
Also the name of my barbershop show you guys should check out.
Yeah. So
branding.
We had that awful conversation one day where, it was like, all right, look, it may come to a point where we have to choose stable versus unstable. You take care of the stable people. Luckily, we didn't get to that point.
No, awesome. But I mean, that was like, if it's between me, I'm 37, there's someone that's 27 that's healthy, and there's only enough for one of us.
Mm-hmm.
I've had 10 more years on this beautiful fucking planet. Pick the younger person. Like, you know what I mean? If it's between some 15-year-old kid and grandpa, sorry, Gramps, you got to experience this world this much fucking longer. This is not a fun decision, not one anyone wants to make.
Yeah.
But at some point, that decision's going to have to be made. But look, people are still going to die from the Rona, but hopefully they're all going to be really old, and we need to start getting these other kids.
Yeah, I mean, it was just hard seeing those families broken up over the iPad. Because that's all they had. I
didn't even think about that.
They couldn't even come into that. So we actually went back to a one-visitor policy now in the ER because of flu season is gearing up. So it used to be 2 people, and I think a while ago we were able to get a whole families to come in, and I'm just like, that's probably not a good idea.
How about this? Maybe that person that was asking all that suicide stuff earlier, even though her point might have been made, it might have been too close to the peak to ask those questions right then.
Mm-mm. So,
I don't know what question she was asking. I just know I've gone through those thought progressions.
She was really advocating for other people who were not affected by this, but were medically, but were affected and financially by this.
Okay.
Which I understand, because there's a lot of people that unfortunately, are now out of work or collecting unemployment because of this, because they can't work. I get it. I understand. And, I think part of her was like, well, you're working, so yeah, but, I have to work. It's an essential job right now.
You need me to work.
Yeah.
And it is like, I will say the people that are much more comfortable with this shutdown are people that aren't losing as much, and that just makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a little more hopeful for things to get back to normal so I can get back to work. Part of that probably is selfish in some capacity. You know what I mean? But like that, like I think we're all hardwired for our own individual survival first.
So they will, though.
You just have
to go back. We'll go back. I mean, I have a feeling, we're probably going to wear masks into next year. I'd say like late next year, if anything. I mean, if Trump is right, we're going to get a vaccine in November, but are you guys going to get that vaccine? No. The healthcare workers are getting it first. So an actual vaccine won't be available.
I don't want you guys to have it first.
Why?
I want someone else to test it first.
Oh, they did.
Okay. I want you
always
guys
test it.
I don't want the people that sacrifice the most
I don't know.
To be the guinea pigs. That doesn't sound fair at all.
There's a lot of people that had it, that had the test in the past. I just don't trust it. So, if I do have that option to take it in November, December, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to wait. I'll wait a few trials.
That's kind of how I feel. Look, dude, I'm healthy. I'm very, very low risk. Let's see what this does to everyone else.
Look, man, I get the flu every year. I still take the flu vaccine.
Really?
I
don't.
I get the flu every year. So
I don't take the vaccine. And if I get the flu, it's 24 hours.
Yeah, I get the flu. So,
just a shit.
I still take the vaccine though.
Do you think because you take the vaccine is how you get the flu? Because some people have that problem.
That's interesting. People say that. People say it's just like a money grabber for the government.
I'm sure it affects everybody differently.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's just my immune system.
Well, in the same way our metabolisms are different. I can eat different shit than you can. You know what I mean? Like, it's like some people can't have gluten. Some people, the flu vaccine probably is very positive for. Some it's very negative for.
Yeah, some people say they've never been sick a day in their life. Great. When you actually do get sick, it's going to be worse. Your immune system not working.
George Carlin had that bit where he talked about, like, your immune system, you need to work it out like you work out. Like, the punishment he's done to his body has his immune system so
go
strong.
Look at street pole. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, get ready for the little shit. Like, my body's like it fucking AIDS. My body's like, fuck you, AIDS.
There you go.
You know what this kid's done to his body for 37 fucking years and still here?
You're like, what's his face from the Rolling Stones?
Keith Richards. Mm-hmm. I have better skin. Way better skin than him.
Oh, did you hear Eddie Van Halen died today?
I did. That really
Throat
sucks.
cancer.
That sucks. That's been happening for a long time then. Like, when they kick it, you hope they kick it.
Any hot takes online yet? Any hot takes on that?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised.
From the throat thing? I'm sure they could.
I shouldn't be laughing, but
I could go dark real quick.
Yeah, go dark.
Maybe he was a proud boy. Have you heard that they took over that? Like the homosexuals took over the hashtag Proud Boy. They did men kissing men.
Oh, that's so funny.
By the way, strategically brilliant. I love it. Instead of trying to fix. And I don't know any Proud Boys, so I don't know whether they are actually negative or positive. I don't want to, but they're being perceived in the media as very negative. So we'll roll with that.
They are, yeah.
And if that is the case, then I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet. So they're being perceived very negatively. The best way to counteract that is not with hate. Counteract it with love, baby.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, you got a bunch of gay dudes kissing their Proud Boys. Good, you've taken the power right out of that slogan.
Yeah,
good on you, kids. Real smart tactically.
Awful.